Hello there. It is quite late here on a Thursday night, and I thought I would show you the most recent release of Adaptive Advantage by Rapid Platform. I've been working with the guys on um, an idea to business case process for business improvement ideas, which is very exciting. Um, and Yeah, it didn't work this morning because we came across a little bit of a hiccup, but here we are. I do not have time tomorrow to do this, so I thought I would just do it with you now, which is kind of cool. Um, so yeah, I'm going to share with you a process on how this is going to work. Now, let's share my screen here. Do one of these. Cool. So basically, this is an idea that I entered in earlier today. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new idea with this information in it because it's just the base information. So we have the idea form here. You can see here that in the base Rapid here, we have our adaptive advantage, and we can get the new form here. We have our new form, and we can paste our idea in here. So this basically gives the overview of what we're doing here. Fill in the overview of your idea and hit submit, and then we'll send it to the idea manager, who will review it and its benefits. You might hear from them if you need more details. After that, if the benefits seem worthwhile, a one pager will be sent to the idea sponsor for sign off. And once it's signed off, or if it's signed off, a business case is then created with more details on risk assumptions and implementation options. So this is an example of an actual improvement that I did for a customer last year for an apprentice management program. Basically, they put together everything they want the apprentices to learn within the business, and then they, which is apart from their TAFE studies, and then they track those competencies throughout the apprenticeship life cycle. And what it basically does is every quarter they do a report and a meeting with the apprentice to show them their progress, keep them motivated, and to address any concerns along the way. So they're even now looking at possibilities of signing apprentices off early on the business side of things, depending on how they go with that. And that's just an acknowledgement of their effort, right? So just a way to be able to motivate them to stay through the tradesmanship, which is really cool. So so we're going to look at this now. So I'd like to be able to support the apprentices in the business to help them know what is required of them to learn in the business and as an apprentice outside of the formal TAFE content/studies. Something like a report where they'll have progress update on the completion of their apprenticeship so they can stay motivated. So this is our idea overview. You'll see that there's not a whole lot of information here that really needs to be done the first time around. And what's going to happen is this is going to shoot off to generative AI to produce the first set of benefits and things that we'll look at to produce the one pager. So I'll give you an overview of that now, of what that workflow looks like. So this is the workflow here. So this is the form that we're at right now. Is this process kicks off when the form is submitted. So there's no task for the form there. It's a thing that starts the process once it's submitted. So then we generate the risks and benefits and the idea title, and then we serve the next form to fill in more information around it. And this is the idea manager that will get this stuff. You'll see here that I've set the idea manager to just me, and that's because within these small business arrangements, you'll be setting a person as that role within the business. So we can also set it to a group or something like that, but for now I've just set that to me. And then you've got a config over here that the guys have put together. They've done a really great job with that. There's a form sequence here that we've got, and then there's the one pager that's produced, and there's a document template for that. And then we have another form for the implementation options and stakeholders. And then we've got the full business case, and then we go through business case approval. So you can see here it's a relatively straightforward process. With enough rigor to go, we don't want to be looking at bad ideas, and with the premise that we want to be capturing just enough information to make the analysis worthwhile. So yeah, how do we know that information? It's by looking at the process first. So what we're going to do is we're going to submit this form now, and we're going to go and see what happens next. So that's thank you for your submission, which is great. And then I believe the new version will have set me a task. Oh, that's in the actual task experience. Task portal. Hey, look, there it is. So we have our first task here, and we can look at this task form with the required information. Beautiful. So you'll see here that's given it a title, just like we saw on the workflow earlier. We have our overview that we'd put in ourselves. And then there's a status here for just submitted. You may reject this idea right away if it's not appropriate. Otherwise, please leave the status as submitted, which is fine. And then we've got the benefits. So I actually have in my own site here a list of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that up now, and I'm going to pop in some of the benefits here to test it. Apprentice Management Program benefits. Right. So this has got some really general benefits. I take mine down to a little bit more of a granular detail. So you'll see this here now. So I'm going to actually replace this. And I'm going to say the value is repeating value. And you'll see here the details, right? So current cycle time, current time rate, time cost, current volume 1610, rate annually, and then the future cycle time. Same thing, future rate. What do we have as the future hourly rate? 0.01. So we're basically reducing training costs there. That's great. And we'll head back out to the benefits, and then reduce training of the tradesman. There's another one here, and we'll go repeating value. Same thing. Current rate 55. Future rate 0.01. Current time 101. Current volume 1610. Current future volume, same thing. Annually. And then back here, so those are the big ones, right? And then we have hiring of apprentice. This is reducing the hiring time that each of the roles will be involved with. Repeating value, current rate, future rate. So you'll see here that we're basically eliminating these costs. That's essentially what I'm doing here. We just can't multiply by 0 because otherwise the rates will be 0 and we don't want that. And then time cost 1, current volume 2, rate annually. And then idea, Foreman. So we've got 1, 2, 3. I'll have to add another one, but that's fine. Repeat, current rate. 0, 1, 0.01. Volume 2, 2. Yeah, for now, 2. Rate annually. We're going to add a last one, which is for admin. Hiring for admin, repeating value, and then current rate 48. Future rate 0.01. Current time cost 1, 0.01. Volume 2. Future 2. Rate annually. I'm a human. So there are benefits. We can provide some additional details about how we get to those. In the details, if we need to tell them where we're getting our numbers and things from, we can do that. We can also have here look at risks. So we have data privacy concerns. We've got integration challenges with existing systems. Probably don't need this one so much, so I'm going to remove that one. Potential resistance from apprentices. Absolutely, that it could be a pushback. Increased workload for mentors. Definitely something there that we need to think about. We can mitigate that with, change in process and expectations and things like that. So definitely some good proposed ones there and other ones that we can think through. And, when we're not just doing this in isolation, right? We're engaging with stakeholders who might be interested in this idea and working through some of the risks and benefits there. This is not just a one-shot implementation of this idea form, typically, okay? Not unless there's domain expertise of some kind. So we're going to go back here, check over this. Looks pretty good. Repeating, get all the information. Future volume here is 2. Make sure it's all filled in. And then we're going to submit. So you'll see here that, this is a form sequence here. So this tells me that, are we continuing? It looks like there's going to be a one-pager here that's generated. So we're going to head into the idea itself. And we're going to look at the files. And look at that, there's a one-pager there. And you'll see here that we have updated some potential benefit values, which is really great. And that's just based on the numbers that I literally just had it on the form. You'll see here the benefits that I have. You'll see here the risks that have been pre-populated through the AI. Obviously, we can add more here if we want to, and we can also do that on the next forms. So yeah, we have our one pager here, which is really great. So we're going to look at the that. Apparently, Edge doesn't like me very much. Let's have a look at it. Great. So I like to be able to support the apprentices, and so it's got the idea overview that we'd put in there. It's got the title that it generated, the date. It's got the different benefits, the different gains. It says the total calculated benefit for the next 12 months is $129,143.68. So one page. So, you want to be able to put this in front of someone and go, look, I've got an idea and I've done an initial assessment. It's worth 130 grand this year. Do you think that's going to be worth looking at? What do you think that the answer is going to be? Well, yeah, 130 grand. That's actually pretty good benefit. Why don't you go and have a look at some of the costs? And that's what's next. So this is the next form. Now we're starting to look at requirements at this point, and we're going to start looking at implementation options. So this one, fairly straightforward. We select a contact or a stakeholder that we would like to put in. Not got anyone to put in there right now, so we'll just leave it for now. But essentially, the implementation options would be something like implement into Rapid Platform with links to employee records and the apprentice competencies with estimated time frame. Let's say it's 1 month, and the estimated cost, let's say it's $4,000. Okay, stakeholder, we'll just select someone. Assumptions, requirements, we can put in training of rapid use to mentors. Tracking apprentice competencies, technical, and then we'll just put in another one for generate document report with competency completion. And I'll just say here, including statuses and percentage complete or overall. And we'll just call that technical, or technical. This one can be operational. There we go. So we've got some things here now. We can add our assumptions if we want to. I'm just going to bang this in and go, I'm human, submit. And it's going to take us through to the next form. So here we have the next form. And again, it's surfaced up for us the benefits that we put in earlier. It has the risks, some of our risks. We can put potential costs in here if we need to, severity, probability, percentages, different requirements that we just put in, assumptions, bold assumption for success. That's auto populated. That one's a good one. I probably wouldn't put that in there. I'd probably just go apprentice desire for additional support in business competency, something like that. Implementation options, we've put that in there already. Stakeholders, we have our thing there. Analyze and implement. So we've got the approval status. We have I'm human. So what have we gone through here? We've gone through the one-page implemented stakeholders, full business case, information analyze, then pass the data. So we've got here submit, and then we can head back into the files here in just a moment. It's thanked me for that file submission. Let's just refresh this page just to make sure it's all playing nicely. Okay, so we'll head back into tasks here. There's none outstanding. So something's awry here because I thought I'd just put in this one. So we haven't done that. So let me just refresh this one and we can just look at a recent process run. We should just be able to see where it got up to. And I think the problem here is I haven't, yeah, that should have been here. So I need to go to tasks and go main. And then assign to, not assign to. External user. This one here, ID manager. Form 2, this one here. So this one, I should have, I didn't update the workflow before to have my name in this one here. So I need to update that to me. And I'll save that. And then that one was me. This one was me. So we're up to here. Oh, this is the wrong one. That's a different idea that one's for. Serve item 2. Maybe I've got it wrong now. So look at this one. ID manager. Oh, here we go. This is it here, I think. No, this is the old one. This is the first one that I had from earlier today that I needed to delete out. So it doesn't look like it's actually, it doesn't actually look like it's put it in there, which is a little weird. Serve form 2 implementation. So that one was already set. This one here, full business case form. This one. Pass data function. So it looks like there's an error here now. So it's stopped on that one. So we'll have to run that past the guys tomorrow about why it's got stuck there. But yeah, but you'll see here, you know, we're almost there in terms of getting the business case up and running. I'm not sure which other one has an example of the full business case, but yeah, you'll see here that we're almost towards the end. We just need the final business case to be able to sign off and approve. And you know, the full business case document has all of those details in just in a comprehensive document to, you know, so a board of directors or whoever can sit down and start to look at those. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, thanks for joining me. If you got any questions, feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn, email me at processnode.io. And yeah, if you're interested in using the platform, or you're in a larger business, looking at how you manage your business improvements and things like that, you know, Rapid Platform here is capable of so much more. I'm currently building an ERP system in it. The base platform has, you know, CRM functionality, HR management, you know, project management, accounting, all sorts of different things. So highly recommend you check it out. If you want to talk to me about how to manage your processes and make them better in your organization, let me know. And then, yeah, it'd be great to have a chat. And yeah, I'm off to bed now. Good night.